I need to put some makeup on for the day, and I just decided to record it. There's no rhyme or reason for this video. I'm gonna use whatever products I feel like using. The only new product that I'm excited to show you is this Dior new dual lipstick, like liquid lipstick, and I have 3 colors to show you, and this is the one that's supposed to be super sparkly, so I'll show you that. But besides that, it's just all products that I feel like using, so you can grab your makeup, do it with me, or just hang out with me, grab some tea, coffee, and let's get started. My skin is not doing well at all, which is kind of surprising because I usually don't struggle with acne or anything like that. But what is that? I have some eczema around here. My skin is just not happy. I don't know what I've done different. I have been training quite a lot, so maybe the sweat or like the bacteria from the mats maybe is getting to me. I don't know, but I have a hair somewhere here. It's on my chin. Oh, here it is. But yeah, I've really been struggling this month with my skin. And I'm trying to think if I introduced a new product. I want to say I did, and maybe that's what's breaking me out. I'm not sure, but I need to go through my skincare routine. I'm just taking the Danessa Myricks Balm. I like to put this around my T-zone. It just smooths the skin a little bit. We're going to use something else for these beauties right there. I'm taking this Clé de Peau concealer. This is great for spots like that, but I'm not sure if I have the right shade. The darkest one is the shade 4. So let's see if that will work. I need a mirror. I'm literally using my monitor. Okay, let's see if this will help. I'm actually going to use my finger. I feel like I can kind of press around it because these I have picked at, of course, and they're scabby now. So it's nice and dry. It's not doing amazing. I could go into my kit or my makeup there and try to get something more intense. I just don't care. I don't care enough. So I'll just take my finger and work in the product and put it wherever I feel like I want a little bit more coverage. Man, it is so nice outside. It's in the 50s here, 50, even 60. Like the highest is 60. And I am all for it. I love me a sweater weather. I love the fire on, which our fireplace is giving us some issues. So we have somebody coming to look at it actually today. So we can start using the fireplace more. I'm actually going to take this around my eyes. See how it's just, something's off with my skin. I don't like it. Maybe it's hormonal. But yeah, he's coming to check the fire. It's like the fire doesn't stay on, it's gas. But we use it every single day in the fall, winter. So I'm excited for that. Okay, pinpoint just a little bit. I feel like my eyes are very red. I have been sleeping a little bit better. I think at one point I mentioned that I was struggling with my sleep again, but it's been doing a lot better. I think I've been training a lot more. Talking about training, Andrew and I got our blue belts in jiu-jitsu last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago, which is just incredible. It was such a huge surprise. We worked so hard for 2 years. I train, about 4 times a week. Sometimes I go twice a day. And so it was a huge surprise. And I don't know, it was kind of surreal. And if you train jiu-jitsu, I mean, it's the first time you get a new belt, so I feel like it's probably going to be the most exciting one. But yeah, it was a huge surprise. We loved it. And it's just so exciting that we could do this as a family. My kids also do jiu-jitsu. I get to train with my husband a couple times a week. And sometimes we'll spar at home because we have mats. But anyway, it's just very exciting. So yeah, that's pretty much the big news. And it's very exciting. I'm just taking my M.ph palette. I love to underpaint. I think it is so beautiful. It makes my makeup look so smooth. So pretty. So yeah, that's what's new with us. I feel like it's been such a busy season, which is why I feel like I've been in and out of YouTube. I feel like I'm consistent for a week or two and then I take a 10-day break because I have so much going on with the kids, which is fine. I think that is the season I'm in, and family's more important. Kids are more important than, you know, creating content, which I love to do. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, the kids have choir, chess club, jiu-jitsu. Andrew and I train as well. We just have so many things that we're doing that we end up having absolutely no time to do anything else. So yeah, I'm just trying to be wise with my time, with the kids, with YouTube, because this is a job for me. Do I love it? Absolutely. Yes. I'm just taking this color. It's going to be a chit chat video. I feel like chatting, and it seems like you guys like that too. If not, you can just exit out. I do really enjoy what I'm doing. Absolutely. But I do feel sometimes that I need to almost have a reason to record, like a new product or my top favorites, not just turn the camera on and talk to you guys, which I actually love these videos. I feel like they're my favorite videos to create, and it seems like you guys like them. You just let me know. But I do really enjoy doing these kinds of videos rather than feeling the pressure of reviewing a certain product. And I have been very blessed to get a lot more PR this year, which is incredible, but it also puts this kind of pressure on me to review new products, not from the brands or anything like that. It's just a pressure that I put on myself to show you everything. And I think that that can be overwhelming for you and for me. So I'm really trying to be a lot more intentional with what I show on this channel. And, you know, PR is such a great thing for us creators because, first of all, it's expensive. Okay, makeup is so expensive, and I get comments so often about, can you compare this with this? Can you make a video on this product? And I want to do that, but I would spend $10,000 a month in makeup then. I am taking this Make Beauty product. It's called the Diffusion Dew Radiant Skin Tint in the shade 03. This was sent to me. And I've tried it a few times and I really, really like it. So I'm just using my palm and a brush, and it has lighter coverage, like light to medium. I just love the finish and it works so well with the underpainting technique. Anyway, back to the products. So yeah, I do get a lot of requests of you guys asking for me to review certain products, but there's only so much I can do. So PR is incredible. First of all, I love it when I get PR early so I can actually show you guys the products early, not a month after they were released, because by that point I feel like people don't care anymore. They just wanted the review right then when it was released. So that's very helpful with PR. And yeah, it just helps financially, honestly, for me to not have to spend that much money on makeup. I still do. I still spend so much money on makeup. But this year has been, I feel like I've gotten to the point where I could create a lot of content just from PR. So PR is absolutely very helpful. You know, some of my favorite brands don't send me PR, which is fine, and I still purchase them. So it doesn't matter if I get in PR or I don't. I will review what I want to review and make a very intentional decision on what I want to review. Because if I'm not interested in a product and I review it for you, I feel like you can sense that through the camera. I don't know. Maybe it's just me because I know myself. But if I'm not excited about a product, I feel like you can tell on camera. So yeah, I've just been trying to be a little bit more conscious of the products I share with you guys. Like, for example, this is sent in PR, but it's something that I've been using a lot and absolutely loving. It's working with my skin. But then I got some stuff in PR, foundations that are very coveted in the industry, but they're full coverage, they're super intense. It's something that I would never really wear unless it's like a super intense event. So I'm choosing not to review that or use it on my videos. Wow, so much to say that I need to get better at organizing my YouTube videos. That is the skin tint. I think it is so beautiful. It definitely has some glow to it, but it's not oily or anything like that. It's not for oily skin though, so be aware of that. Also, I have more natural to dry skin. Right now at the moment, I have quite dry skin. It's getting colder, so, you know, it gets a little dry. I'm also using the Make Beauty concealer. I've been testing these out and I really do like them. Just the writing is so small. I can't tell which one it is. Okay, this is 04 and 05. I actually really like the shade 05. I've combined them a lot, but I feel like the 05 matches my skin a little bit better. I don't love a bright under eye. And I like to put it kind of everywhere because it's so serumy, so nice, not too much coverage. And I'll take a little bit of the 04 just because I have it here and just focus that right under the eyes and here as well. Just wherever. I really like this brand. I've never tried it before. Again, this was sent to me in PR maybe like, not a month ago, but a few weeks ago. Maybe a month ago, I can't remember, but I love it. I think it's so good, so beautiful, and it's very much my kind of makeup. Also, their shadows, their single shadows are really, really nice. One thing that I did want to bring up, in a couple of videos back, at the end of the video, I mentioned that, you know, your comments are so helpful and it helps me keep going and, you know, makes me want to do this job. And I think people took it as maybe I want to quit. And I just want to tell you that I'm not planning to quit YouTube. I absolutely love what I'm doing, but it does help when you guys comment or support me or let me know that these videos have some meaning to you or that you enjoy them, because I don't want to just do random videos if people don't enjoy them. It takes a lot of time for me and I can do other things with my time. It's not like I need YouTube to survive either. So for me, even though it is a job, it's a hobby just as much as it is a job. And I really like that flexibility. I like that I never made it my full priority. My family is full priority. Even training, for example, took priority sometimes. So it's not like YouTube is everything for me. And I think that's healthy, because if I do it because I enjoy the community and I enjoy you guys. I love the comments. I enjoy doing it. I'm not necessarily doing it because I have to do it for a job. And I think that's actually very healthy in my opinion. I think it's good that, you know, I don't rely on this, because my content can be whatever I want then. You know, I'm not necessarily putting videos that would only make me money or only further my career. I do the videos that I actually want to, and that's very helpful. Now, don't get me wrong. It's nice to get paid for what you're doing, for your work to be valued, which is why, you know, I take sponsorships here and there, but the sponsorships that I take are very curated with only brands or products that I absolutely love. I always test out things before, and you guys have always been so supportive when I had, you know, any collaborations or sponsorships or stuff like that, which means so much to me. I hate when I get foundation on my lips. Makes me look weird. But I will say that the more you grow on social media, the more hate you're gonna get. So if you're thinking about starting YouTube or any social media, I feel like when you're really small, there's not that much, at least from personal experience. But the more you grow, the more just people are gonna be people. That does not bother me. I know it's weird, but that does not get to me. I have more important things in my life than to argue with people online. But there's a couple of things that get to me. Wait, I have another itch. It's always on this side on my face. And I feel like it's from a brush. Okay, I think that's gone. By the way, I am using the Vanngo bronzer. It is quite intense and I'm quite fair right now, but I think once I put everything on, it'll work really well. I love this tone of the bronzer. It makes me look really, really bronzed. Right now, it kind of makes me look orange, honestly, because I'm so fair. We'll fix that in just a little bit. I'm just taking my foundation brush with nothing more on it, just to blend all of this in. Okay, I do need a nice blush. I love this sweater that I'm wearing. This is from Soshe, and it is so beautiful. I love the color. So I want something kind of similar. Ooh, what if we go into the Hourglass palette and use that blush right there? I think that's what I want. This is, by the way, Mood Exposure, I think. Yeah, it's very popular. So back to the comment situation. The more you grow on any social, and honestly in anything in life, you're gonna start having more haters, more people that are just gonna want to tear you down. And honestly, personally, I truly don't care, because I'm so busy with my life, with my kids, with all the sweet comments that I just block people. I'm at that point where I'm just, if your comment is just mean, you get blocked. There's no need for you to be here. No need for other people to have to defend me, because you guys are so sweet. You always defend me in comments, and this doesn't happen often, by the way. But this past month, I feel like I've had a lot more negative comments or mean comments or people accusing me of certain things. And again, it doesn't get to me if I get comments about how I look, how I talk, whatever. But the one thing that I will be honest kind of gets to me is when people accuse me of being dishonest, because I feel like I've stand very firmly on being honest and doing very few sponsorships. And when I get accused of not disclosing an ad or things like that, when it wasn't an ad, it wasn't anything, I just really liked a product, it bugs me. That's what bugs me. If you were curious what bugs me in the comments, it's that. I'm like, why are you accusing me of something that I've worked so hard to stay true and honest? And that's exactly what you get accused of. Anyway, I don't even know why I brought that up. Oh, mean comments. I just had a lot more this month. And it's not even on new videos. It's like older videos. And they do get to me a little bit, because I've worked so hard to be very selective of sponsorships, to not to brag or anything, God forbid, but every day I get offers of sponsorship of many brands that some are considered and decided to go against it. But if they're not brands that I already use in my collection that I absolutely love, it's just not going to happen. It's just not worth it. By the way, this is new from Givenchy. This is their new holiday collection. And I do have the eyeshadow palette as well, some lip, the highlighter, and these were sent to me, and I love this one so much. What shade it is? Midnight Glow. And I already have another one of these, the original, which I'm almost out of, and I love the product so much. But this one, I feel like it's even more beautiful. It has some stars. I feel like it's a little bit more golden. So I just take a fluffy brush, and then once I'm done with the base makeup, I go and buff everything in. And it puts like the most beautiful filter to my face. Yeah, it's so beautiful. It's not a highlighter. It's more of a finishing powder. And it melts everything in. And yes, I will spray my face after this as well. So pretty. I just have so many spots and imperfections. That's okay. I feel like this blush is pulling a little bit warmer on camera than it is in real life. The bronzer as well. I feel like in person it just matches my shirt so well. All that being said, if you have somebody that you love and you watch and they do a sponsorship, just know that most likely they said no to 20 other sponsorships before they said yes to that one, from the people I know on YouTube and watch, and from personal experience, it's just what it is. I'm taking a little bit of this Hourglass spray, soft focus setting spray. Don't overuse this one because it's beautiful, but it can get a little bit too glowy if you overuse it. Like if you go 10 times over, it would be too much. But if you do like 3-4 spritz, it's so beautiful. It just meshes everything in. I'm also going to use this TirTir makeup fixer. The other one is more to melt in your makeup. This is for longevity. I'm just taking my Ravie brow product. This is so good. I love the color. I have two. I think I have ebony and dark brown. They both work on me. I think ebony is my favorite though. Which one is this one? This one's ebony. Yeah, I like it because it doesn't have any warmth in it. It's a perfect color. I've had this for a while and it's been my go-to brow pencil and it's still here. So that's good. They also came out with this new Signature Skin Dream Barrier Cream. I have not tried that yet. I'm planning to test it out for a bit before I share it with you guys. But I really like the products, and their lip liners are so good. Just taking a little bit of brow gel on top of this. Something was just delivered. I just heard the guy there. Oh, Refer is coming out with the new brush. I am so excited about it. The last year's brush is my all-time favorite brush that I own. So I'm really looking forward to the new one. It hasn't been released yet, but I'll let you know when I get it and when it is released. But I love this one so much. I bought it again. One was sent to me and I liked it so much I bought the other one, and I think that it is the most beautiful brush, the most practical. This one's really dirty. I should wash it. But it is so nice, so fluffy, and this new one looks incredible, and I bet it's gonna be so good. On the eyes, I was thinking to use the Makeup by Mario palette, the new one. I've already done a review on this one, but I did go and purchase the Chantecaille eyeshadow in Maroon Glaze. I already showed you guys the pinkier one. This is in Cremant. So I'll just swatch them side by side. This one was sent to me, the lighter one. This has more of a kind of pinky, cool tone shift in it. And then the new one is the deepest one, the bronzy one. I picked this one up because I like the texture of the other one so much. And this is more of a taupey shade. It looks very intense, but once you blend it out, I'll show you right here, it's much softer, and you can absolutely build it up, but it's just such a beautiful color. So here are the shades swatched, but again, when it's blended out, it's much softer. Same with the lighter one. But this formula from Chantecaille is limited edition. It's their holiday release, and I loved the formula so much that I had to go and pick up the deeper shade. And there is one more shade that I think is the lightest one, if I'm not mistaken. And it's so smooth, so sparkly and beautiful. Yeah, I love it so much. By the way, this one I've been using a one and done, just all over my lid. But I will take just a few mattes from the Makeup by Mario. I feel like doing something on my eyes, nothing crazy, of course. But yeah, I do feel like something. Oh, they're starting to mow. I always record when it's mowing time. So that's on me. I'm taking this color right here, just kind of in the crease. Then I'm gonna take the darker shade right here, and I'm just building out this outer corner, packing the product first and then blending this out. I feel like this palette got a lot of backlash, but I love it. I think it's so beautiful, and I like that it's a little softer than the older ones. And I do like the tones a lot as well. Do I still prefer the first palette? I think so. I think the sparkly shades, the tones are just overall better for my complexion. but I really do like this palette a lot. And then I'm going to take the deepest shade right here and just intensify the eye look just a little bit more. I kind of like it like this. I don't want anything else. But I will put a little bit of the Chantecaille color in the center right there. Maybe I should have a mirror because I really like this color. This product is really good. So you can add a little bit, and then I'll just take just a fluffy brush. It's not very clean. I'm sorry, guys. And I'm using this to blend out the product. Like that. So this one on my skin tone, it looks a little bit more taupey than I thought it would. I thought that it would pull a little bit more brown, but it's not. And you can build this up as much as you want. I still love the color, but I was expecting it to be more bronzy. But it's beautiful, and I love the formula, and I've been using it just by itself with bronzer in my crease, and it works so well. So this is just a soft wash of the color. You can build it up and make it so much more intense. I personally really like it like this. I'll even take my fingers to blend it out even more. It does have kind of that wet look, almost sparkly, but it's super elegant and very soft, and I just think this formula is so beautiful. They need to make this formula permanent. Maybe they do, and I don't know, but I really like the formula. And yeah, I think it's pretty. As you can see on me, it turns a little bit more cool tone, dare I say even the slightest bit of a green, like a taupey brown with the slightest bit of a green tint. I don't know if you can see it. I personally can see it, but I've seen it on other people and it turned differently. So we all have different skin tones and it'll look different on all of us, but I really like it. Let me just put a little bit of the brighter color in the center. I'm just gonna take these two and combine them, and I'm just gonna brighten up this inner corner. And then we'll put mascara and move on to the lips, which is probably the most exciting part for me because I want to try those Dior ones. I did try one color and test it out so I can talk about longevity on it, but I haven't tried the other colors and I'm excited about that. I'm going to put mascara and be right back. Okay, here is the finished eye look and I love it. I think it's perfect. I love that it's a little smoky without being too much. I like that it has some sparkle to it. I think it's so elegant and impactful without being too much. It's perfect for every day. I really like these from Chantecaille. So if you like my style of makeup and you are in need of a liquid eyeshadow, these are so beautiful. Okay, moving on to the lips. I actually put a lip liner on without even realizing, and it's this one from Soshe Beauty in the shade Speak Easy. It's such a good shade. I'm gonna swatch it right here. It's a little bit more cool tone. It's a perfect shade. There's also Skinny Dip. It's the one that I've been using a lot on my channel. This one's a little bit more brown. The Speak Easy is just a little bit more cool tone, actually. Let's put a little Skinny Dip right up here. Anyway, great formula from Soshe Beauty. And I think they have a kit for Christmas with the Speak Easy and the lipstick, a combo, and it's really beautiful. I can link it down below. I'll show that another time, but here are the Dior liquid lipsticks. And this is that formula where you apply it, let it dry, kind of pat your lips and the sparkles come through, and then you do have a gloss on the other side. They're very similar to the Chanel Duo lips, but there's a big difference. These are not that long lasting as the Chanel. So if you're looking for longevity, the Chanel, it's still better in my opinion. But if you're looking for something unique and kind of sparkly, this is really good. So I have here 3 shades, 220, 100 and 520. I'm actually gonna start with 220. This one is more pinky. I'm gonna swatch it right here. The applicator is really nice. It has this almost cushiony applicator, and it really is very nice. So I'm just adding this all over. I intentionally put a liner because this color is very light for me, and I want to make it look wearable. So I'm just adding this all over. I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'm gonna pat my lips and the sparkle will come through. As you can see, it's very light, and I will pair it with a liner on top of it as well. But let's let it dry first. I just looked up the actual name. So this is 220 Ribbons. Okay, so let me start patting my lips. You see the sparkle coming through? So the more you rub your lips, the more that sparkles comes through. How crazy is that? The sparkle in this color is more silvery, so it's quite bright. And now you can go in with the other side and put the gloss on top. And you have this really beautiful, sparkly lip. The gloss is nice and thick, but not sticky. Okay, so that is the color Ribbon. It is this really beautiful kind of cool tone, light pink. I honestly would have added a little bit more of a liner, but yeah, it's really beautiful. And once you put the gloss, I think the sparkles are not necessarily diminished. It's just that there's gloss all over, so the sparkles aren't quite as intense. But once the gloss starts fading, the sparkles are still there throughout the day. The only issue is that these are not transfer proof and not as long lasting as the Chanel one. So let's do a test here. So you can see that the color does transfer some. It's not bad, it's still quite long lasting, but it's not as transfer proof as the Chanel duos. So if you're looking for longevity, I think the Chanel is still better. But if you're looking for something unique for the holidays, I think this is so unique. These are so expensive. These are $55 each, which I was shocked when I went to check out, but I don't know, I was committed. So yeah, okay, let's try to take this off. So it does come off easier. I mean, there's still quite a bit of product there. Yeah, it's still there, which is a good thing. Let's do the next shade, which is the shade 100, which is called Spectacular Nude. So I think this is more of a true nude, maybe warmer. Yeah, it's a little bit more peachy warm. Oh, this is so beautiful. It feels so nice when you apply it. It does dry down, but it feels so pillowy. I like the feeling of it. With this one, I was able to see the sparkles kind of right away, but we will let this dry down a little bit and then pat our lips. But this one has more of a golden sparkle through it, like a rose gold. It's really, really beautiful. Okay, let's let that dry. It says, I think on the packaging, 5 minutes. I leave it 30 seconds until I feel like it's dry, and then I kind of pat my lips. I'm actually quickly gonna take the Skinny Dip liner and just line the lips just a little bit to have some definition. Yeah, okay, let's see. You can see the sparkles. This one also has like some rose sparkles. Ooh, so pretty. I don't know why I'm so mesmerized by these, because I'm not somebody who loves a ton of sparkles on their lips, but there's something so special about these. I think it's so fine that it makes it elegant. I don't know. Okay, let's put the gloss on top. So pretty. They have this beautiful red that I wanted, but it was sold out in store. I think that red for the holidays would be absolutely glorious. That bright, intense red with sparkles on it. Pff, incredible. Here is the shade 100. And it's so beautiful. And even though these are not 100% transfer proof, I wore the next shade that I'll show you quite a bit, and it doesn't move throughout the day. It does transfer a little bit, but it lasts really, really well throughout the day. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, I think on my skin tone, this one's a little bit better, but let's try the last one. Last shade is 520 Illusionist, and this one is available at Sephora. So let's put this one on. This is a little deeper. Wow, I still have so much sparkle on my lips. It's okay, this will cover it. This color, yeah. I just can't get over how soft and pillowy the application is. It's really a nice experience. And I usually don't care so much about the application process necessarily, as long as it looks good, but it is quite enjoyable. Andrew is making me a lunch and I'm so excited. We have fresh sourdough bread that he baked. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry. I love this color. This is the first one I bought, and after wearing it for a couple days, I went back for a couple more colors, but okay, let's let that dry. The shade 520, which I have on, seems to have the same sparkle colors as the 100. So you'll have probably a little bit more golden slash maybe rose gold. Is it dry? Dry enough. Let's pat our lips. Oh, wow. I really hope the camera can pick this up because it's so pretty. Why do I like this so much? I feel like I'm not into these, I don't know, different kind of makeup products, but this one excites me. So pretty, and I feel like it's matching my shirt quite well. I do want just a little bit of a liner with this. I'm just using a darker brown just to make sure that it's lined, because the sparkles can be quite intense where the line is, so I like to use a liner with it, and then gloss. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. And here is the color 520. It's so beautiful. I feel like it would look really good if I added a little bit of the 100 in the center as well. But I'm going to leave it here. I don't know why I like these so much. I feel like a child just getting excited over glitter. But I think for the holidays, it's just such a fun lip to have. It's a very sparkly. I do feel the need to add just a little bit more powder in the T-zone, and then we're done. If I have this much kind of sparkle on the eyes, on the lips, I really don't want my skin to be too intense. So I tend to powder at the end one more time. Okay, and that is the finished look. I feel very dolled up, very fall ready. And I really enjoyed doing today's video. I think it was chill, relaxing, honest. I was able to be open. I want to hear your thoughts down below. And I am planning my Christmas content. I do want to do more vlogs. I loved vlogging last Christmas. Definitely not everyday vlog. That's never gonna happen with my family because I don't want to put my kids' faces online, so it's kind of hard to maneuver that. But maybe once or twice a week we could do a Christmas vlog, but I'm really excited about that, planning it. And you know, Christmas is what, 2 months away? Is it? Yeah, it's pretty much exactly 2 months away, but I'm excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you in the comments and in my next video. Bye.